Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
Sort of. Yeah, sort of. It's kind of like, Friday, because tomorrow is the actual holiday of the 4th of July, even though it's the 3rd, because...
So today,
we need to get a day off.
Feels like a Friday.
So it feels like a Friday.
Because the 4th holiday.
Yes.
But the Friday is the 3rd.
Now you have it.
Okay.
Bunch of fireworks shows we got to get to, right?
Yeah. Hey, Macy's has been doing fireworks for 3 straight nights, and they don't tell anybody the location because they don't want a crowd to gather. But that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
And then they're going to culminate on the 4th, which is Saturday night, and with, I guess, a pretty big one. But that's interesting that it's interesting, Ivan. Is there a number of people can call about the Macy's display?
1-800 Macy's.
Best of Pat tomorrow, by the way.
Okay.
Be listening for that.
Well, how do you choose?
Previously recorded. They're all best of.
Thank you. Thank
yes.
you. Because otherwise, as I was about to say, how do you choose? Just what? You can't. There's just too much. With all the stuff we have today, we'd have to take over. This would have to be BRAZ for the day, the Blaze Radio Autonomous Zone, and we'd have to broadcast all day long to get to all the stuff. But it's going to be a fun show today. We're not doing that. No.
Okay.
no, we're not.
Have to go get another soda.
The CHAZ nightmare has come to an end. Police in Seattle converged on the city's protest zone early yesterday morning, making arrests and sweeping through the streets that demonstrators had occupied for about, 3 weeks, I guess. Let's check out the, here's the video of getting dismantled.
The police are arriving. You see them.
Is that the elite bicycle group?
Well, not the Southern Command.
Okay.
No, this is Seattle.
No. The elite group is much different, as you know, and they're in Miami, of course.
Yeah, the Southern Command.
And they're, much more spectacular on their bikes.
They came in, man. They came in and started taking it down and arresting people and clearing them out.
Mm-hmm.
What you notice there is that somebody painted a rainbow in the street.
Oh, that is sweet.
I guess for gay rights and whatnot.
Well, it's Pride Month, or it was Pride Month.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So Pride Month, they painted in the street. They painted Black Lives Matter in huge letters that went up like a city block. They took the initiative to graffiti every wall in that 6-block radius, which is really sweet.
The Urban Art Initiative?
Yeah, that's right. They also took the initiative to rape and kill several people.
Yep.
Many people were raped, and I think 4 or 5 dead. So,
and they arrested yesterday.
It was a mostly peaceful demonstration, if you will.
Yes, it
mostly
was.
Peaceful.
Yes, it was. They've got some cleaning up to do, though.
Well, yeah, they started.
Can you imagine how long that's going to take to clean up that mess?
Cleaning up to do.
Yeah. The city workers can't look at that. I mean, everything's been graffitied. Everything. They painted over virtually everything, and here they are starting the cleaning process. Yeah, it's going to take some time.
Ooh,
cops were guarding the perimeter while the city crews came in and started cleaning up.
Bring a little Lysol with me, I'll tell you that.
No kidding. But that's going to take, I would think, still our streets.
Poo?
Okay.
Still our streets poo? What did they write on there?
I don't know.
And obviously not their streets anymore.
Right. And there goes a big BLM sign.
This who knows how much this cost the city, because one company that was about to relocate there is now going to Phoenix because of this nonsense. Oh, there they go.
Oh, here's the
now
elite.
They show up.
This is the elite bike
Now
brigade.
they show up. Move back. Move.
Oh, that form. That was the form, the technique.
Yeah.
Tremendous. He gets a 9.5 from the Russian judge.
Oh,
9.5.
Wow, that was generous.
Pretty generous.
Real
generous since the Cold War.
I would have deducted about a 1.5.
Sure.
Yeah.
For the leg getting stuck on the seat there.
What would you give the little girl here that they obviously learned that technique from, but not well enough? Do we have the video of this little girl doing her thing?
Is she an elite biker?
Yeah.
Wow.
Has she been trained?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Huh.
Anyway, it's always fun to set up a video that doesn't air.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll do it later, I'm sure.
No, I'm
there
sure.
It is. Watch this. Look at that. Now, how cool is that, huh? That's skills right there.
That's CGI.
I mean, CGI.
That did not happen.
What?
That did not happen.
What do you mean it didn't happen?
That didn't happen.
She's the one that...
Look at it. It doesn't even look real. Watch it again. Play it again if you can. There it is. Look at. No way is that real.
No way is that real. That is awesome. Little kid backs up and everything. See?
No way is that real. That's CGI. Start to finish.
Awesome.
I'm just saying, the Miami Elite
Fantastic.
need to learn a couple more tricks from her.
Yeah, if it was real, they should learn from
Yes,
her.
thank you.
It just wasn't real.
Thank you.
What is real, though, is the fact that happy days are here again because they finally took back CHAZ. Finally happened. So, Seattle put an end to CHAZ. They were living like big pigs in slop. We knew that soon it had to stop. They finally put an end to CHOP. Oh, please say good riddance now to CHAZ. They demanded lots of commie jazz. They should all be placed in Alcatraz. Say good riddance now to CHAZ. Say good riddance now to CHAZ.
Yeah.
There you go.
Racket.
Racket.
That was good.
I mean, that's awesome. Add
you
that
really-
to the
you really
greatest
shocked
hits album.
Jeffy
man.
and I were not prepared.
You were
for
not-
that.
not ready for
No,
that.
no.
Yeah.
The line
I mean,
about
I was excited about CHAZ, but not now.
But now,
Right?
you're thrilled about it, right?
the line about Alcatraz was cherry on top there for sure. What you got there? Our
what?
demands.
Take down the demands.
Let
me bring
BRAZ.
We got all of them met. We got even more met.
I want to say, our demands have been met on BRAZ. We've any more Sour Patch Kids, and I'm a dead. I'm a dead.
You're a dead.
I'm a dead.
I'm a dead man. Yeah, because we got even more today. I don't know who these are from.
Do you need?
Oh my gosh! Look at this.
Oh no!
So you had breakfast this morning, which was a big orange bag from Natalie.
Well, somebody sent us this 2-pound bag of just orange ones, which I mentioned are my absolute favorites, and I've already devoured half of it.
I mean, it's
since
part of a balanced breakfast.
You really? I tell you what, you say you don't have any control, but that's like a serving. You haven't eaten it all yet.
Every ounce of willpower in my body just to put those away every day because they're crack to me. I don't know. I can't.
Look at
I just
that.
can't stop. Oh, what is this?
That's the.
It's an orange Sour Patch Kid.
What?
See, it's like the Glenn Beck one that we have here in the studio.
Nice.
Isn't that adorable?
Kind of like that. It's a little fungo.
Isn't that cute?
So, who sent us this?
I don't know. I don't see.
I did. You're welcome.
Jeffy sent them to you.
Oh, and then we got a 5-pound box.
What?
Of them. Oh my gosh!
I think BRAZ won.
My.
We got all of our demands met for sure.
Oh, we beat the crap out of CHAZ.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, baby.
So
That
don't
is
know.
awesome.
Why-
But
Thank
it does say
you.
right there on the label right there. Yeah.
Oh,
it
who
just
it came from?
No, it doesn't say who it came from, but it just says who it's to.
Oh, it's to Pat of BRAZ. Or BRAZ, whichever.
Yeah.
Somebody take credit for this on the Twitter.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Great.
That was fantastic.
Whoever sent us this, thank you.
Yeah, let me just make sure
Very
there's
cool.
not a note on the bottom, just to make sure.
Although this could be sent by somebody who really hates me because they know I'm going to eat all 5 pounds and then I'm going to be dead afterwards.
Pat,
Yes,
for
Jeffy.
your health,
for my health.
I'll assist you.
Will you?
Yeah.
Oh, appreciate that.
You're
That's
welcome.
it. Out of the goodness of your heart because you don't want to.
Oh my
right?
gosh, no.
Right, because you know they're bad for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
So.
I have to carry around extra insulin.
All right, we got some tweets and some memes here from Pathead Garcia. For the first time in American history is no longer allowed in America.
Right, I know.
Not the truth?
I know.
Isn't that the truth?
I mean, we used to say, well, at least if they're going to take down the statues, let's send them to the museums.
Right.
Museums are taking down statues.
Oh, it's nuts.
We
Absolutely
have
nuts.
art commissions taking down, saying it's okay to take down art.
Right.
Well, I mean, this is a really
crazy.
weird place, man.
Yeah. And as President Trump predicted at the beginning, and so did pretty much everybody, I think, it's not just the Southern generals.
No,
it's
it
not
is
just
not.
the South. It's not just people who represented slavery. Yeah. It's founding fathers. And it's people who fought against slavery. Abolitionists have come tumbling down.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It
They
doesn't
don't care.
matter.
If it looks like it's a white person, it's coming down.
Doesn't matter.
So this might be a good time to play Wheel of Cancel.
Coming to you live from Pat Gray's Secret Basement. It's America's favorite game show. Wheel of Cancel!
All right.
Nice.
Spinning that wheel now.
Pat Gray.
Spinning.
And that other guy.
Okay. spinning the wheel now. And
what's up with our thing up there?
Oh no.
It's like defective.
That's what she said.
It just did it again.
It's like, oh.
All right, I'm gonna go with number 4 because that's what
Yes.
that's what seemingly popped up the first time. So on Wheel of Cancel, we are canceling words
Yay!
That's good.
because you know how hurtful words can be.
Oh man,
I mean,
you don't, words.
Sticks and stones don't break my bones. It's words that really hurt me. Ouch! It's like that old
is that the
saying.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is now.
That's the 2020 version
It
of
is
the
now.
phrase.
Yeah. Suggested sexual health language.
Oh, this is
Good
gonna
stuff.
be fun.
Yeah.
We get this from Motherboard. Less gendered language, replacing the gendered language.
Okay, so what,
For instance, breastfeeding is
Okay.
what we used to say.
what are we gonna change it to?
Chest feeding,
Chest feeding.
Excellent.
Because it's non-gendered.
non-gender.
Less gendered.
right?
Okay.
So, that's critical that we make sure that we understand. It's not just women who are breastfeeding. Am I right?
Right. Right.
Right.
There's plenty of men
Thank you.
who do that.
Plenty.
Plenty. Internal reproductive organs is what we're replacing female reproductive organs with.
Okay, that's good.
Uterus and ovaries are going to be replaced with internal organs.
Okay, that's stupid.
Now, don't you need to specify
Yeah,
which?
no kidding.
Like, you wheel them in for surgery
Right.
because you need your uterus removed. You wheel them in for surgery, and they say, "Doctor, what are we taking out today?" Internal organs.
Okay, well.
I mean,
okay.
you could lose your kidney, you could lose your bladder,
Yeah.
you could lose your heart,
Yeah.
You could lose your life.
you could lose your life.
So you're in the
Yes.
recovery room and you realize you're short a liver when you really went in there to get your uterus removed.
Right?
Man.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
The word prostate, because only men have that.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, that's not true because now it's being replaced
you.
with internal glands.
Internal glands. All right.
That's awesome.
I love it. I love it. Female and women being replaced by persons who menstruate.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because males can.
Male and men, persons who produce sperm.
Well, that's a lot of words there just to say man.
Man unit, testicles replaced by outer parts.
Outer parts.
Outer parts.
Outer parts.
I mean, some of these I don't even want to say the actual names of because it's
No,
just
I'm
it
seeing
sounds
that.
really strong when broadcast.
I see this.
You know.
I'm going down the list with you. We're like, okay, skip.
And because mother is so offensive, and we've just recently discovered, scientists have just figured out the fact that men can now be pregnant
Yes.
and give birth. So we're calling mother birthing persons so
good.
that men are not eliminated from being a birthing person. Right? Because,
Right.
I mean, it took science a long time to figure out that men can have babies, that we can give birth. I don't know where it comes out. Maybe we only do C-sections with men. I don't know. Is that what we do?
It just slides right out of that outer part.
I don't think it does.
You sure?
The outer, that would, you talk about pain during childbirth.
I am crossing my legs now. That hurt. That's rough. That's rough.
I'm glad that science has stepped in
Yes, thank
and
you.
helped us realize some important truths, like men can menstruate, they can have periods, and we can get pregnant, and we can give birth.
So that was number 4 on the
That was
wheel
Oh.
of cancel.
Dun, dun,
Do you want to
dun.
cancel anything else? Huh?
Yeah, maybe later we'll do that. Later we'll cancel
Okay.
some more things.
Gotta figure out how to fix our little
Yeah.
thing.
That was really weird.
Our outer part is
Yeah.
not working on that wheel. Excuse me?
Oh, boy.
What?
Yeah, that's what she said. Anyway.
You're the worst.
Definitely Friday.
The absolute worst. So, there's a presidential campaign.
Is that right?
happening right now.
Really?
And what's kind of fun about it is that there's two men who are in their 70s, mid to late 70s. President Trump is 74 now, and Biden is 77, going on 78.
Yeah. Trump's the youngin'
of the two. So they're battling right now over who's more senile than the other one.
They sure are. And it's incredible that, remember that throughout the history, it has kind of been that the Democrats or the liberals have said what's wrong with them, but they make you believe it's wrong with you, right? So, like, if I'm sick, I say you're sick, and now people start to believe that you're sick, but I'm the one that's really sick. Joe Biden's the one that's going down the road of a little bit of cognitive issues, but we have to now say that Trump has those issues,
right?
So that it looks like he's the one that has those issues when it's really Joe Biden.
And Biden actually said, "I've been tested, and I'm constantly tested.
Has.
I can hardly wait to compare my cognitive capability to the cognitive capability of the man I'm running against."
Yeah.
So Trump took that and asked some interesting questions like, did Biden take a cognitive test? What were the results? Why is he getting frequently tested? Good questions.
So we asked those questions too.
Yes, we did. So it's fun to see that.
If the president is listening now, we'll give you a few more questions to ask throughout the show today, sir. So, continue to listen. Thank you.
It's interesting to think back to 1984 when Reagan was being accused of being so old. I think he was, was he 70 at the time? These guys are both older than Reagan was when he ran for his second term. That's amazing. That's amazing because it was a huge issue then to the point where Reagan made it a non-issue by doing that great line when they asked him about his age, and he said, "Look, I'm not going to make age a factor in this race. I'm not going to talk about the inexperience of my opponent."
Right.
It was just a brilliant way to diffuse that. But now these guys are pushing 80.
Well, that's a different time, too. I mean,
it's a different time.
70 is the new 40.
Is it?
Says the guy.
Yes, it is.
Teens over there.
All right. I hope that's true. I like that. 70 is the new 40. All right. So you're just middle-aged when you're 70.
That's correct.
Yes. With a lifespan of 140-ish.
Yes.
Right in there somewhere. Okay. All right. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Let me take 60 seconds to tell you about real estate agents I trust. Trying to sell your home can be really, really challenging, especially right now with all that's going on. That's why you need a real estate agent who's going to come in and take charge and really help you understand how to sell your home, what needs to be done to get the most out of your home and to sell it quickly. If the house needs paint, these agents can walk you through that process. If it needs, repair somewhere, you need to update the kitchen or whatever. Real estate agents I trust are the agents who can help you through this process. It's Glenn's company, and so he really vets these people strongly. So whether you're buying or selling, you need a realtor who's going to get you the most for your money and the most home for your money. RealestateAgentsITrust.com. The name kind of says it all. Go to RealestateAgentsITrust.com. That's RealestateAgentsITrust.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
You see that Jeff Bezos has now made up for the wealth he lost to his ex-wife?
Yeah. Which is why I said she should have asked for more.
Not only has he made that up, he increased it by another $30 billion. Yeah. He's up to $171 billion.
Because she got half, right?
No, not half.
Oh, really?
No,
she
got
have.
like $30 billion, I think.
She should have. I was saying, I don't know how she's living right now, to be honest with you.
That's why we set up
to check up.
That's why we set up a GoFundMe page for her.
Yeah.
Because we were really concerned that $30 billion wasn't going to get her through.
I know.
That's going to last her the rest of her life.
Thank you.
You hope so.
Yeah, you hope.
I mean, she's going to, you have to go back to Jeff's at some point. Hey, honey.
What was the one guy? You've got a story. Is it in that stack there of the guy?
Oh yeah, the billionaire that spent $83 million on the daughter's wedding.
And now he's filing for bankruptcy, right?
Yeah, he's broke.
He's broke.
He's broke. So, I mean, you don't want to.
So
be
it is
spending
possible to blow through lots of cash.
$82 million on a wedding, though. Ooh.
Was that an open
I'm
bar?
not spending that.
It's got to be an open bar, right?
I am not spending that. $82 million on his daughter's 3-day wedding.
3-day wedding. Ooh. What is this, biblical times?
And
wow.
He was 19th richest person in Britain. Now we're broke. We got no money.
Nothing left.
What?
So maybe, as long as Miss Bezos isn't throwing 3-day weddings, she should be okay with the $30 billion.
How many billions did this guy have to begin with?
He didn't have, what did it say?
Was it just a millionaire?
I think he was a multi-millionaire.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nothing.
I mean, right. He was pretending he was living like a billionaire.
Did you say 80,
that's a problem.
82 million?
83 million on the wedding.
83, wow, jeez.
Yeah. No, 82, yeah.
What
82.
kind
80,
of
I'm sorry,
wedding?
Tips for $1 million. That doesn't count.
The exaggeration there. I apologize.
What kind of wedding could you throw for $82 million?
I'd like to give it a shot.
Wow. I'd like to spend that money on, I don't know, something else. Jeez.
He owes $160 million right now.
Well, but that's why he's broke.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's in debt, $160 million. He's not just at zero. My gosh.
And what's his name?
Well, no. If you're in debt, you're at zero. What kind of math are you doing?
Keith Math.
What's this guy's name? And what did he do for a living that he
I'm trying to find out what he was supposedly worth. There's too many questions coming at me.
Pramod Mittal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pramod Mittal.
Mm-hmm. So he's the brother of one of India's richest men who made headlines, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. The brother is worth $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
The brother's worth $10 billion. So he went around and was just milking off his brother.
His brother is in the steel business.
Wow.
Steel maker.
Wow.
So the brother was just throwing him a few bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And so so the brother is worth $7.4 billion.
Jeez.
And the older brother
love that.
was in steel. And
seems like he could help out his down on his luck brother a little bit.
He did. The $82 million wedding.
Probably from him. Yeah. All right. Bezos, though, I hope that he's, with his $171 billion, I hope he's diverting some of that wealth to his security, to pay for security. His good friends on the left are coming for him. They want to abolish Amazon for some reason, and they set up a guillotine in the front of his house, which is, I don't know, seems a little symbolic to me. We just had a noose situation. The noose that wasn't a noose.
Yeah.
That was actually a door handle for a garage that Bubba Wallace used in NASCAR. That was a talk of the world.
Sure was.
For a week or two. But a mob of scumbags sets up a guillotine.
That's a great point.
In front of Jeff Bezos' house.
Nothing.
No one cares. It's not a problem. Is that not a threat? I'm sorry. Isn't a guillotine every bit the symbol that a noose is? It's the same thing, right? One kills you with strangulation, the other through amputation. Either way, you're equally dead. Why is this not being talked about by people?
That's your white privilege coming through.
I guess so. If I think a guillotine set up in front of somebody's house is wrong, that's just white privilege talking.
I mean, that's a great point. It is unbelievable. And look, this is proof, right? I mean, they will come for you.
They will. They are coming for us.
They will come for you.
For everybody who they perceive to be doing well. For everybody who's doing better than they are. I guess everybody is in danger right now.
If you're not living in garbage in the streets and buildings being painted with whatever you can find. Mm-hmm. Then you're better.
Then look out.
Yep.
And don't forget, when you are living among them, you still have your stuff stolen.
Right.
Yeah.
That one guy with the cash and the laptop.
And the people living in the streets have been beaten by these mobs.
Yeah.
Nobody's safe. I mean, they took the homeless guy's stuff and burned it.
Right.
It's incredible.
And a happy Thursday, Friday to you.
Yeah, that's right. 888-900-3393. Also, at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Also, John Bolton's book sold, I'd say, fairly well in its first week of release. 780,000 copies.
Ooh, wow.
That's great.
In this day and age,
that's great.
That's a gigantic number.
Sure is.
And it's too bad. But then there's President Trump's niece, who they finally blocked her effort to release her book, I guess.
Yeah.
But will that last? I don't know.
Well,
somebody's going to overturn that, and she's going to come out with a bunch of stuff. And who knows what's true and what's not?
Right.
We don't know.
What's true?
We have no idea. President Trump's defense, though, could have been a little stronger. One of the things he said for the reason he didn't want the book to come out was, well, we had her sign a non-disclosure agreement, so she can't.
Yeah, that book's been shipped, by the way. It's out there now. Yeah.
Which one, the Mary's?
Judge lifts
the niece?
restraining order blocking Simon & Schuster from publishing Mary Trump's book.
He lifted it now?
Yeah, so it's been shipped now. Yeah.
Okay, so there's going to be
another book of lies.
Another book of lies, fake news coming out. Be interesting to see how that sells, too, because you know that a lot of interest.
And you knew the non-disclosure wasn't going to last, right?
Well, they
in
don't
today's
anymore.
world, they don't mean anything, which is really agonizing to me, and makes some of us in the room a little nervous. But when you sign a non-disclosure, that's the deal. You signed it.
You're not supposed
Get
to
over
disclose
it.
things.
You made the deal.
Right. And then a few years later, you decide, no, I want to talk about it now. Well, then give back the money.
Yeah.
Give back whatever money you were paid.
Plus interest.
And even then, you've already agreed not to do this.
I mean, they are revisiting the Cosby thing. The judge said that we can revisit his conviction because of the one case was because of a non-disclosure that was opened up.
Really?
Against Cosby, yeah. So they're going to revisit that. Will it matter? Doubtful.
Wow.
Doubtful. He's already served, 2 or 3 years of his.
Yeah, he's been in there a while.
Yeah.
Been in there a while. I think he runs the place now.
You say that jokingly, but he does, man.
I think he does.
He does.
Wasn't there a story about how he's kind of running the prison?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the king of that place,
yeah.
man.
The pudding pop game.
He's mentoring. Yes, he's mentoring them. They're taking care of him, man. He's the man.
Okay.
Yes.
The JELLO gang.
Don't even mess with him, man.
Okay.
You got it. They're pudding. Okay.
Pop.
All right. Got some tweets here from Jackstad05.
Oh, no.
I like this.
So if you're listening to Blaze Radio, maybe through the iHeartRadio app or something like that, this will definitely...
Yeah, this won't make sense. If you just listen to the podcast, you won't understand.
Or watch on Blaze TV.
I got some cattle. I'm driving to the town. Okay, which comes from a promo that we play all the time on Glenn's show. And for some reason, he doesn't even know why, and neither does Stu. He sang that song once, and so now we always do.
Is it a promo? Trouser toxin?
Trouser toxin?
Do bees poop?
Anyway, Jackstad says, please stop. Now I'm singing, I've got some cattle. I'm driving to the town.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Happy to do that for you.
Yes.
Because, you get the same old tunes in your head all the time. This is a brand new one for you.
Right.
You can have rolling around in your head every time you wake up at 2 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Also from Amy What's-Her-Face. Guys, the new national anthem should be American Mormon. Duh. We had that discussion yesterday.
Yes.
What would be the new national anthem if we get rid of Star Spangled Banner? American Mormon's not a bad idea.
I mean, it's on the Greatest Hits album.
Right.
You can still get it.
Yeah.
We even added a new song to the repertoire this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yes, we have.
So,
the Happy Days.
Happy Days from the BRAZ, CHAZ, Chop.
We might get to that again. Also from Dog Bob. More on trivia. Should expand beyond convenience stores. 2020 has revealed the contestant pool is virtually endless.
Yeah.
That is very true.
And now you got those folks from the CHAZ that have nothing going on.
Right.
Maybe they have their little, capitalistic iPhone sitting by them. Maybe we can give them a call, and they'd make great contestants.
Yeah.
Are we just going to, spin the wheel of iPhone to call somebody? Oh, do we have those iPhone numbers to call?
Look at how broken that thing is.
No, I fixed it.
It's a sad thing.
How did that happen already? It's flopping around.
Sad.
It's not even
sad.
Flopping around.
Pat Gray.
Yeah. Great to have you with us. Thanks for being here. 888 888-933-93 and at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. You can listen to it anytime at your leisure.
Or leisure.
Wherever podcasts are found. SoundCloud being the exception, right?
Let's just stop mentioning SoundCloud.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I just don't want you to go there because they suck.
Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher.
Yes.
That's all you need. That's all you need. It's available other places.
So is Chewing the Fat, from what I hear.
Chewing the Fat is available everywhere.
Is it still free, or can you still make that promise today? Today's the last day you can make that promise.
When I looked last night before I went to bed, it was still free.
Okay.
So
wow, that's really generous. It's been a while that it's been free like all the rest.
It's not going to last forever.
And my guest this week on At the Mic is Party Foul Steve from Chad Prather's show. So be listening for that as well, which is not free. By the way, I charge for mine.
How much is yours? Like $100 a listen?
I'm lying. It's free.
Yeah.
What can I say?
888-933-93. And we got the tweets here at Pat Unleashed. Drunk Wives Matter tweets. Seattle mayor campaign slogan. Crime is no longer illegal. Vote for me. It's about right.
Yeah, that is about right.
How many Sour Patch Kids turns a Pat into a Jeffy? DMXDM. I don't know, but we're doing that experiment right now. We'll have the answer for you.
A controlled
soon.
Experiment for sure.
Justin Thunderleager tweets, I need a best of CD of all the Happy Days Are Here Again songs. Could be arranged, maybe. Huh?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We're not your trained little monkeys. We just do what you ask for. Okay?
Biden's creepy hair-sniffing nose? The question is, when will the mayor of the Blaze, Colonel Sanders, crack down on bras and stop their ridiculous demands? Wow. That's a good question.
I mean, he's...
Right?
Hopefully that will never happen.
He's out of town.
Right. He's got some cattle, and he's driving to the town. From Jeffy's molesting DEA. Oh, I'm sorry. That's missing, not molesting. I just assumed with an M word it was molesting, but it wasn't. It was missing DEA.
I thought you signed the NDA.
I did, but I'm going back on it now because I just feel like it. So I wonder if Corn Pop is now a part of the Puddin' Pop gang in prison.
Yes, thank you.
He answers the bill.
Also, we are all in this toboggan. If 70 is a new 40, what's the new 18?
What is that?
I don't know. I hesitate to even.
18 is just 18.
It's always, yes.
18.
And also,
no.
like somebody noticed on the spinning of the wheel of cancel. What's up with our thing? It's defective. Thank you, Jeffy, for not letting that go.
I replaced
Thank
it.
you.
I replaced it during the break. We got a brand new bionic thing that'll work this time.
All right, so we got that thing there that's hopefully working.
The wheel is thankful.
Let's spin the wheel.
It does not work. You didn't fix it at all.
I give up, man. Just pick a story and go and look at that thing. I don't know. Now they're both broken.
All right, we're canceling.
You built that by yourself, didn't you?
I didn't do anything.
You built
with this
that by
thing.
yourself.
I'm only responsible for this thingy.
Thank you.
Be that as it may, we are now canceling family names. Apparently,
okay.
Bonnie Lillywhite.
So Pat had Danny Lillywhite tweeted this out last night. This message from, I think, her aunt, if I recall correctly.
Her aunt, Bonnie. I'm dying. This is my husband's uncle's family business. Our last name is Lillywhite. And people are insisting that they change that because it's offensive. Stop by the old family business while on a rock trip. A rock trip? What is a rock trip? I guess you're just buying rocks?
That's what they sell.
Is that what you're doing?
That's what they sell.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Paul's brother runs it now. And guess what? Someone came in to tell them they should change their name because it was offensive. Is the word white now a reason to be offended?
I guess so.
It's a racist word now? Give me a break.
Lillywhite Stone.
Lillywhite
Stone.
Yeah, I think that's in Farmington, New Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. So Lillywhite Stone.
Wow.
Gonna have to get on changing that name because someone took the time to stop in there and say that name is offensive. Make it stop, man.
I wish I could. I wish I could.
That'd be nice.
I don't seem to have the power because I've
like
asked for it to stop.
All of our
times.
jokes You know, about like, oh, you're racist. You know, that's literally what people think now.
Oh yeah, there's no more joking about that because the reality is more ridiculous than anything you can come up with. So unbelievable.
And common sense is gone.
Completely.
Right? I mean,
completely.
I say it's gone. It's not gone. It just feels like it's gone. And it feels like you're just talking into the wind when you're trying to say, no, that's dumb. What are you doing? Learn a little, just a tad bit of history. That's all you need to know.
We practically don't speak the same language
No,
anymore.
we do not.
Well, here's how dumb things are right now. In Texas, everywhere you go, it's pretty much mandatory now that you wear a mask.
Yeah.
Or you're not going in. Like a grocery store, it's mandatory you wear a mask going into the grocery store. It wasn't just last week. And then restaurants, went to one yesterday, and they greet you before you get to the door and take your temperature, which is fine. I don't care about that. But then you must wear a mask. And so I asked the waitress, how are you supposed to eat while you're wearing a mask? Oh, you just have to wear it on your way to the table. And that's literally true. You wear your mask to the table, then you take it off. Not one person already seated in that restaurant was wearing a mask. Not one person.
It's just silly.
So they're breathing all over the place. They're eating, they're laughing, they're talking. They get up, go to the bathroom, or get up and walk over to another table. They're not wearing a mask!
But they're in there.
What have you accomplished?
They're in their plastic little walker window, right? So they're not breathing on other people.
They're breathing all over the place.
I mean, it's
completely
just silly.
unimpeded. It's just asinine.
And as ridiculous as that is, and it is, are we of the same mindset that, look, private businesses can require this if they want to. People that live in their own homes, if they invite you over, they can require that you wear a mask when you go there and visit. But this thing with all of these governors and all of these states and municipalities mandating this in public places and stuff like that.
And Republicans are all on board with it now.
Oh, my gosh. Stop with the control. You had Gavin Newsom yesterday tweet out, wearing a mask is a sign of toughness, of resolve, a sign of someone who gives a damn, who wants to solve a problem, who takes responsibility. I think that's a beautiful thing. By the way, wear your mask in all public places. Yeah, I mean,
because they mandated it.
It's mandated. Yeah, and you can't leave your house in Pennsylvania now. Tom Wolf decreed that you leave your house, you're wearing a mask. Stop.
The second you step outside, you're wearing a mask.
I guess, yeah.
How about no?
How about no?
Yeah.
How about
I'm gonna
no?
actually look up his decree specifically.
And they all have, they all have their special little. Well, if you have a medical condition or it's a health issue, you don't have to wear a mask. Nobody cares. Nobody asked about that.
No.
Not one person or one place that you go to, if you don't have a mask on, do they say, oh, do you have a health issue that you can't wear a mask? No, they just,
even if you tell them, I bet they still require it. So you can't come in without the mask.
So we have rules. It's company policy. The
other great thing about this is the panic stripping of the grocery stores has happened again.
I know.
It's on like Donkey Kong once again. All the toilet paper's gone. All the paper towels are gone. All of the hand soap is gone. It's all gone again.
I know.
Did you not realize last time, if you just act like a normal human being and buy...
The products are there.
They're going to be there the next day.
The supply chain happens.
I can't believe it. I mean, it's all over again. Everything's gone completely.
I mean, we play right into their hands.
Yep.
And we give them a reason to control us. Best I can tell is that you leave your home in Pennsylvania, mask on. You step outside that door.
I mean, I'm very surprised that Abbott here in Texas didn't lock us down again.
He's on the verge.
I mean, we're pretty close.
He's on the verge.
We're pretty close.
He's in panic mode right now.
I know. Because he's got these guys like Dingleberry Jenkins here in Dallas County.
Dingleberry Jenkins.
Yeah, you know Dingleberry.
Dingleberry Jenkins, that guy.
It's an unusual first name,
sure
but that's a good thing.
His middle name is Douche. Is Dingleberry Douche Jenkins. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he likes to call himself Judge Jenkins. I mean, this guy is incredible, but he wants, here in Dallas County, the county we're broadcasting from. I mean, he's all over Abbott, and I thought that he was the one pushing Abbott in the other direction, but I think he's starting to wear on him. Because Abbott seems to be
capitulating.
Yes, he is.
Abbott up for re-election in 2022. By the way, he might face a primary.
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying.
Can he run again?
See. Oh, I'm sure he will.
Oh, yeah, there's no term limits in Texas for governor.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Rick Perry was governor for about 70 years.
Yes, he is.
I mean, you can't eliminate all the awesome of Greg Abbott.
Oh, and I agree completely. I just think that this opens him up for a primary challenge, which
it might
was unheard of.
If there was any dissension among the sheep, but there isn't, because they're all sheep.
I know.
And they're all falling in line. Well, yeah, a mask. You've
got to wear a mask.
Smart. And it is fine. Wear a mask.
And require me to if I visit your private property, whether it's your home or your business.
Yes.
The government getting involved, they are there to protect our freedoms, not take them away.
Keith.
Yeah, I know.
So naive.
Simpler times.
That's cute, Keith. That's adorable. You still think this is America.
Yeah. What's happening in America this weekend? Do we have anything going on? Anything special?
Something called Independence Day. I think it's a day when you wear diapers.
Yes.
Something like that.
Oh, there's a couple guys at the parade the other day. Can we show those guys? I bet they wear.
Is this the gay pride parade?
Oh yeah, let's watch the guys on the leash.
This should be fun. Okay.
Watch the guys on the leash. Press play on the guys on the. I think we're having some computer issues today. Look at that! Look at that! It's Walk Your Dog Day.
That's the gay pride parade. They always do that.
Oh my goodness!
Silly. There's parades like that all.
They're growling at.
Yes.
Okay, that's embarrassing.
Is this the PETA parade or what do you mean? I don't understand. How is that anything to do with gay rights?
It's part of the parade. They have gay pride parades all over. They have they have Halloween parades. They have gay pride parades. All those guys just do that for the fun of it.
Look, if you're gonna go out as a dog and you're wearing a leash, at least sell out. Look at the guy up here. He's not even putting his knees on the ground, man. You're a poser dog. Put your knees on the ground. None of this with your feet stuff. My goodness, help.
I mean,
his knees are on the ground.
I love how this guy's trying to break them up like they're dogs or something. They're human beings. I can't. Somebody said that if you kept the video going, which we don't have here, one guy goes and lifts his leg on a fire hydrant. I mean,
well, yeah, it's part of the parade.
I'm with Pat. Sniff, sniff, sniff.
If you're being a dog and you see a fire hydrant, what do you do?
Make a fair point.
It's just the crumbling of our society that you hear in the background there.
Parades are the crumbling of society now. Okay.
Some of them are. That's a pretty good indication of absolute
celebrating America
of civilization.
Celebrating America. Yes, we are.
Oof, boy. All right. Let me tell you about rough greens. Some people go running with their dogs.
Do those guys? Some people guys on the leash eat rough greens too.
Yeah. Well, if they put it on their dog food,
right? If they're playing,
they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. They'll gobble it up.
Gobble it up.
But I don't know if they're hip to the whole rough greens scene, but they should be. Because look, if you put a bowl next to them,
they're going to town
of any kind of dog food with the rough greens on it. They're going to gobble it up. Yeah, and then they're going to be healthier. They'll be able to put their knees on the pavement because their knees are going to be so strong and healthy. It comes with all the vitamins and minerals and antioxidants, probiotics, omega oils, huge list of good stuff for your dog that needs to be in their diet. Take the Rough Greens 14-Day Jumpstart Challenge today. It's just $14.95, and I really believe you're going to see the difference in your dog in 14 days or less. If you want to see your dog thrive, go to roughgreens.com/blaze. That's RUFF greens.com/blaze.
Pat Gray returns.
What is it Fauci is saying now about the vaccine?
Oh, he was. There's a clip from his testimony at Congress where he was grilled by Congressman Schrader. Do you want to see this clip?
Yep.
Okay.
But I'm concerned, very concerned, that the American people are laboring under some gross misapprehensions as a result of some of the information that's out there.
Misapprehension.
Dr. Fauci, what's the average time to develop a vaccine? Mike, please.
Mike.
It depends on the vaccine and the situation in which you're doing it. If you're developing a vaccine in the middle of an outbreak,
I'm just asking, what's the average?
About 7 years.
All right. And what was the fastest we've ever done?
7 years.
What's the quickest a vaccine's been developed to date?
Well, it's probably, I think the Zika vaccine, which we developed, was about a year and a half, but it was never brought to full fruition because Zika kind of disappeared.
So say there is a vaccine, what's the probability that a vaccine comes to market actually?
Oh, if it's successful, it's a high probability.
No, I'm just saying, all these vaccines we got out there being developed, what's the probability they're going to make market entry?
There are more failures than there are successes.
It's about 6%.
Right.
What's the chance that even with a vaccine, this virus will be eradicated? And I'd look to flu for a little bit of an example, influenza. How effective is that vaccine?
The influenza vaccine is variable because the virus changes rapidly.
Much like this virus.
We don't know that.
Well, we already know it's mutated, right?
Yeah, that doesn't make any difference. All RNA viruses mutate. That doesn't mean they change.
Well, if I was a mother or a hardworking American citizen, and and I'm trying to bank on my family's future, how long do I wait? We're very worried that many Americans are waiting until there is a vaccine, maybe a year and a half at best, out there, and that's going to be the panacea, and they're all going to be okay. No. I think that's a terrible miscalculation. I'm not blaming anybody here, but it's a terrible miscalculation on the part of many Americans, and I'm going to stay home, not go to work, not send my kid to school, and I'm going to hunker down, and I'm going to be okay. I'll just wait for that vaccine. I think we have to start talking in terms of vaccine as one of many tools in the toolbox so we don't end up in particular problems.
Nope. Nope.
So is he saying we should be shut down until then, or is he saying we should live our lives?
Live our lives?
Until then.
What is this? We're waiting for a vaccine before we can go outside. We're afraid of our shadow in this country now. Madness.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, like a Friday, even though tomorrow is actually Friday. But it's a holiday, right?
Yeah, it's the 4th.
Yeah. Well, it's actually the 3rd. But we have to have a day off of work because that's just how it is. You know, that's how you celebrate.
So today's Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
Tomorrow's 3rd, the 4th.
Right.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Got some tweets here. Pastor Sam Burton tweets, that Glenn ad has turned into a sing-along with Mr. Beck. I'm loving it. Discarded giblet tissue. The wheel of cancel is more broken than a Democrat campaign promise.
Oh, hello.
Pew Pew One Pew. Okay, when is Betty White going to change her racist name? Good question.
Right.
Yeah. And from I've got some cattle, time to cancel the wheel of cancel.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, that's almost like the Democrat.
It's already
the Missouri
broken.
voting app.
Yeah. Wow. Radine Marie C. Just when I thought my day might stink on ice, I hear the dulcet tones of Happy Days with Pat wafting to my ears and celebrating the downfall of CHOP or CHAZ. My day's saved. Well, good.
Oh, that's so nice.
I'm glad. I was so happy to see that they finally dismantled that stupid thing yesterday. They finally moved in all kinds of police. I don't know. It had to be 50 to 100 police officers that moved in.
How happy were you, Pat?
I was really happy, Jeffy. I mean, Seattle put an end to CHOP. They were living like some pigs in slop. We knew that soon it had to stop. Finally put an end to CHOP. Say good riddance now to CHAZ. They demanded lots of commie jazz. They should all be placed in Alcatraz. Say good riddance now to CHAZ. Say good riddance now to CHAZ. That's how happy I was.
The charts with a bullet.
Had to sing about it. Yeah, that's how happy I was. Finally, you know, we acted like Americans, acted like we have a rule of law.
Yeah.
and finally did something about it.
Yeah, so much for my August 15th,
Yeah, so much for that.
2021.
So much for that. Thank goodness. Well, I mean, the mayor of Seattle was unbelievable at first.
Yeah.
Because at first,
I really do believe
I've got
she
that
wanted
somewhere
Trump to come.
Yeah, Trump
come
tweeted
in.
out
She did.
how ridiculous it was, and she responded to him.
yeah, here's what she said. Seattle mayor says about the anarchist takeover of her city. This is Trump. It is the summer of love. These liberal Dems don't have a clue. The terrorists burn and pillage our cities, and they think it's just wonderful. Even the death. Must end this Seattle takeover now.
On June 12th, he said that.
Mayor Jenny Durkin responded, Seattle is fine. Don't be so afraid of democracy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not democracy, Puddin'. Well, it kind of is, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It's mob rule.
And that's
right?
how democracy works. When they happen to protest in her neighborhood.
Right.
But I'm sure it was
turned things around.
It did turn things around. It did.
When they showed up at her house, she was not pleased.
So and then it was the next day, right?
Next day,
I'm
July
sure that
1st.
was already in the works.
I'm sure. Well, they did say they were going to do it last week, and they didn't. So they finally did it this week. Due to ongoing violence and public safety issues. Now, she said this was July 1st, so it was, well, yesterday. In the East Precinct, Cal Anderson Park area, Mayor Jenny Durkins has issued an executive order to vacate the area. Seattle police will be in the area this morning enforcing the mayor's order. And they did.
They did, yeah.
And they finally did.
Shouldn't have gone to her neighborhood.
That's right. That's right.
Shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the final straw. That was it. Okay, now she's done. And her quote was, it's time for them to go home.
Yep.
And she was really pissed.
This is how democracy works.
You don't like democracy so much when 1,000 people show up in your yard.
Yep.
Oh, man. Unbelievable. 888-900-3393. We also have this great video to apologize. I mean, this is what's happening right now. A lot of people are apologizing for a lot of things, even things
for everything
that they don't really need to apologize for because they didn't do it. Either their ancestors did or just people of the same race did, but we're apologizing. Now, in this particular case, this apology might be somewhat warranted.
Really? We got a real one?
We got a real one.
Oh.
Here's a
Wow.
group of people apologizing.
Who are they apologizing to?
You'll hear in a moment.
Okay.
Jeffy, I was out driving, and I just felt compelled to pull over and make an apology video to you. I want to say that I am sorry.
First of all, I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
Hold on.
You made the screen bigger for Jerry.
I take responsibility.
I recognize that
Uh-huh.
all of the time I've spent listening to a podcast called Chewing the Fat, I have unknowingly committed a variety of insulting cultural appropriations.
For all the overweight jokes that Pat, Stu, Glenn, the other guy, and anyone else makes.
For every unfunny joke, for every unfair stereotype.
They just don't appreciate the gravity of the situation.
I take responsibility.
We've said things like, when Jeffy sits around the studio, he really sits around the studio.
Right.
After your heart event last year, I would bet that the entire staff felt like the building was literally empty without you there. So I take responsibility.
Test. Ha!
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility and I apologize.
I'm sorry for every story about a suspect who's overweight, who does something stupid or perverse, or every story about a whale.
Hippo, fish,
pig. I mean, there's too many to count them all.
There's a time when you go to Chick-fil-A, you get passed off as a cow.
I take responsibility for every time that I laughed, chuckled, or smiled impishly when hearing Jeffy's theme song, The Dance of the Fat Happy Elephants.
Right.
I'm sorry for every time that Glenn and Stu and Pat and Keith made fun of you because you are so fat.
You told a story about your mother putting a fence up around a bed
and calling it a crib.
This is
Still gets me every time.
For laughing at you when you told the story of the EMT trying to push you on a stretcher uphill.
And how belittling I'm sorry, I said little. And you're not little.
She's right about that.
I'm crying. I'm not laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, we're good.
This is wrong. Hold on.
I'm sorry for even in this video appropriating your presence.
On behalf of all the pat heads, the other guy's chair and the orange couch that used to live in that studio.
I know you don't like to talk about it, but thank you so much for your service in the Isle of Spice.
Thank you.
Right. See, I mean,
Your
this is
service on the Isle of Spice.
powerful.
It can't have been easy. I know you don't like to talk about it.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service at the Isle of Spice.
Jeffy, I'd like to thank you every time that you have shopped the spice aisle with a certain urgent fury about yourself, even though you don't like to talk about it.
I know you don't like to bring it up.
I realize you don't like to talk about it. Thank you for what you did on the Isle of Spice.
Hey, look,
I
they're
would like
thanking
to
you,
personally
man.
thank you for your service
Look at
during
that.
the Isle of Spice.
I can't see a McCormick bottle without being reminded of your service on the Isle of Spice.
Oops, I mean the Island of Spice.
Thank you for your service in the Isle of Spice. Because we know it was only 18 minutes of hell. Because upon your arrival, the island
tipped over,
capsized, sinking the communist forces.
Yeah, see, they're thanking you.
See? I mean, that's powerful.
They
That-
apologized and they thanked you.
I had tears. That's the third time I've seen it, and I've teared up each and every time.
Wow.
Beautiful. That's
I
just
mean,
beautiful.
It is powerful.
Thank you for that.
What, do you have any thoughts over there?
I don't know what to
Apologizing, appreciating, thanking. I mean, that's some good stuff.
I guess thank you.
What do you mean you guess?
I guess thank you.
You guess that?
I mean, look, we all know it's never enough.
Well,
those are words to live by too, by the way. That's
that it's never enough.
never enough.
Yeah.
So thank you, Norwegian Dan, for putting that together.
Yeah, whatever,
with,
thanks.
A myriad of pat heads there.
It didn't feel like an apology, really.
No, of course it did.
Well, we've already explained this. It was an apology followed by thanks.
Right.
And we will have that posted youtube.com/Pat Gray a little later on this morning. Thank you all.
Awesome. That's fantastic.
Very funny.
What
do you mean funny? That was hearttright.
Very
That was
funny.
sincerity.
No,
that was
serious, man.
It was moving. It really was. Really was. All right. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. What is the video of the robber that was locked in a store?
Oh, I think you'll appreciate this. A guy comes in to go ahead and play the video. You got a guy who comes in. He tells everybody, "You got to get out of here because I'm going to take everything out of the." Whoa! Open the register. Open it up. She says, "No, don't
open. No."
So he goes to work at the register.
Yeah.
She escorts everybody out of the building, and the bad guy gets locked in there.
And he can't get out.
Now watch
awesome.
this idiot try to get out of here. All right, so now let's see. How do I get out of here?
Wait a minute. Did you call this gentleman an idiot?
Right.
Moron.
Why?
You're right. I meant to say moron. This moron goes, how do I get out? I'm stuck.
That can't be real.
And so he spins. Oh, it's real. And he shoots at the door.
Oh, wow.
He's lucky it didn't rebound and kill him. So
He's watched too many cop shows where you shoot the lock and it somehow opens. That's not a thing.
And then
wow.
he slams his body against the door. He's trying to dislocate his shoulder.
Look at this. He can't even break the glass.
He's going nowhere. He is now in there. But that's okay. That's okay because help is going to arrive and take care of this situation. Obviously, he cannot get out on his own. So some public servants show up and they assist him in getting him out of there. Look at him begging, let me out, please.
I mean, that's really a safety hazard.
What do you mean?
Is there no fire exit in the back?
I see. So the cops actually do show up with guns drawn And,
wow. Well, I mean, the guy has a gun.
Yeah.
And used it.
And look at this. All right, we're good. That's how you do it right there.
There you go. Yeah, you just comply. Simple as that. And the guy was not killed. So.
But that's good. He got the help that he needed, and he was able to get out of that
this
building.
store is fined.
Wow.
Why?
For the safety hazard.
Yeah.
Put people's lives at risk.
Plus, what are they doing? The guy's just making an unplanned donation to himself.
Yeah.
Symbolic taking.
Right.
Yeah.
Seriously, why is that a crime? But when they're looting a Nike store,
it's not,
or whatever, it isn't.
Oh, he didn't have
and
any
you
friends
just let
with
him have it.
If he just had some friends with him.
If he would have had 50 people with him,
that's right.
They would have been free to clear out the store. So he did it wrong, I guess.
He did it wrong.
I guess he did his
don't be a loner.
burglary wrong. That's amazing.
Good stuff.
That's fantastic. He gets locked into the place and can't get out. I love that. That was really smart on the part of the employee. Some good thinking there.
And I
him in.
And I do.
When he was armed, they would tell you, you should comply.
Yeah, but she obviously didn't, and it worked out.
And I apologize. You guys are right. I should not have called him an idiot. Definitely a moron. So I'm sorry for that one.
All right. Let me tell you about Omega XL. Omega XL is something that doesn't cover up pain. It actually goes to the source, calms down the inflammation, and the pain goes away. It's really great. I have this pain in my elbow, and it was just so tender to the touch. I couldn't even touch the elbow bone there, but you can see that I can.
You can do it.
I can even slap it now.
Wow!
But it ran down my forearm. Is
it going back to being funny now?
Yes.
Is it funny bone?
Yes.
Okay,
it once again is.
Good.
This is backed by 35 years of research. Omega XL attacks inflammation that's causing pain and calms it down. Pain relievers and topical rubs can sometimes cover up the pain, but they don't get to the heart of it. And then there's the side effects to consider. But Omega XL is all natural. So to get you started on your Omega XL experience, we're going to give you a second bottle free when you buy your first bottle. Nice. So you buy one bottle, you get a second bottle free. Visit OmegaXL.com/Pat. That's OmegaXL.com/Pat, or call 800-844-4888. Happy 4th of July weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or on the precipice of the 4th of July.
Calvin
You get your fireworks? You got your...
No.
You got your Roman candles and your bottle rockets. You ready to shoot them off?
I guess you could maybe do that in the backyard, but I'll probably be arrested for it.
I'm going out in the street, firing those bad boys
Are
off.
you? For real?
You can't get me away from
while wearing a
fireworks.
mask, correct?
Well, the second you step outside,
you
gotta
can't.
have a
If
mask
you don't
on,
go
of
outside
course.
your house without a mask, you're shot dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
And rightly so. If I might be so bold. And rightly so. President Trump was asked by Eric Bolling about the poll numbers because supposedly Biden's up by 14, 15 points, 40 points.
I find those polls so hard to believe.
Me too. But as he brought up, they were kind of like that last time with Hillary, too, and then he won. So they have that little discussion. And then President Trump brings up some interesting points.
I was there in 2016 when I saw the polls doing kind of what they're doing right now, sir. Where early, in the last year,
much worse.
Well, they didn't look good. They had Hillary Clinton beating you.
They weren't looking too good, I guess.
Fairly soundly, and I keep going into the internals on those polls, and this is something no one does. Certainly no one does on television. But I was doing it in 2016. I even spoke to you about it. I said, if you look into the internals, these people are polling wildly skewed towards Democrats. So if you ask more Democrats who's going to win, of course, you're going to look back. I think the same thing is happening. But these media outlets are the polls.
It's beautiful what you're saying, Eric. It's beautiful.
Is there a fair poll out there?
There are, and we have some really good ones, and we've gotten some really good polls, but I had the same thing in 16. I got numbers. I was 14, 15 points down in some polls in front of the last election, and then I won. Now, I think we did come up a lot of the last week, but we didn't come up numbers like that. We won. It's the fake polls. I call them fake polls. They're suppression polls. They're meant to dampen the enthusiasm of your voters, of your people, because we have tremendous enthusiasm. We're up 30 points in enthusiasm. That's a very important word. In enthusiasm.
What's an enthusiasm?
Over Biden. Take a look at voting. There's thousands of votes all over the place. Trump, we love Trump. Motorcycles.
Right. Look at motorcycles.
You look at all of the motorcycles, they're all over the highways with the
Bikers
flags.
for Trump.
We have a group, Bikers for Trump.
He doesn't explain that. Pause it for a second.
He doesn't
This
need
is
to.
so great because
He doesn't need to.
he just assumes you take a look at boating.
Bikers for Trump.
And motorcycles. They're all over. And you're thinking, well, wait. What do boats and motorcycles have to do with your polls? Well, they've done those.
Enthusiasm. He's talking about the enthusiasm.
Yes. But he doesn't explain it well. Bowling tries to help him a little bit here. But
Trump, we love Trump.
Trump, we love Trump.
Motorcycles. You look at.
Right.
That's awesome.
No, it's not.
Motorcycles.
Awesome. I love
All
them.
over the
I love
highways
them.
with the
Bikers for
flags.
Trump.
We have a group, Bikers for Trump. They're incredible people.
Incredible.
And they're all over the place. They have many groups, actually, but one of them is Bikers
Yeah, they're all
for
over
Trump.
many groups.
Thousands and thousands of people, construction workers, police. The police are with us. The military's with us.
Military. Right. Boating.
Boating.
If you take a look at boating.
The motorcycles.
And motorcycles.
I'm surprised he didn't mention
great.
golf carts.
Golf carts for Trump?
Because you saw they had
there's
the
golf carts all over the place.
And you saw, and they had a big parade for him at the villages.
Boy, it got
in
kinda
golf
heated
carts
down there, huh?
It did get heated. It's. I mean, there were the golf cart parade for Trump.
Yeah.
And then was lined with protesters in one area where the parade was for Trump, and they were all in their golf. The Trumpers
and this is
were all in
where
golf
somebody
carts.
yells "white power," and that's been made a big deal out of.
And it's at the very beginning of the video that was shown. Okay, but
Trump retweeted
the whole video is the guy, the protester, the anti-Trump guy is yelling, "Where's your hood? Where's your hood?" to the guy in the golf cart, who then turns around and says, "Yeah, white power, yeah."
Shouldn't have done that, but still, that puts a different spin on it, doesn't it?
They edited it.
Right. Well, I'm just saying you don't necessarily hear the guy hollering, "Where's your hood? Where's your hood?" He's responding to that guy.
Interesting.
And
do we
you're
hear
right.
that in this?
I don't
clip?
know if we do or not. And we can
Let's
play
see.
this clip and see if we do.
Yeah. Do we have that?
But it's at the very beginning.
Where's your white hood?
Where's your white hood? Where's your white hood?
Right.
Racist. White power. Yeah, you got it. White power. And that's what everybody was seeing.
Yeah, the agitator said it first. Said
Right.
white power first. And he goes, yeah, wow, I see.
Okay,
That's
that
interesting.
is completely different.
And so Trump, of course, getting
I
crap
haven't-
for retweeting that, and it starts at the guy saying, the pro-Trump guy saying white power. That's it.
And where's your hood? And the guy, yeah, white power.
He shouldn't have done that.
I know.
Because that played right into him, and that played into the media spinning it.
Gosh, you got to be so
That's
careful.
too bad.
You got to be so careful.
That's
when you're on the
amazing,
right.
though, that they are so disingenuous, such lying sacks.
Correct.
That they make that out to be like he just volunteered white power because he
Correct.
felt like that. Instead, he was being sarcastic.
Right,
back
in his
to the
response.
protesters.
And how did Drudge report this? Trump getting heat for retweeting white power.
Yeah, I don't
video.
know what happened to Drudge, but he is as virulently anti-Trump right now as he was pro-Trump in 2016.
So I don't want.
It's bizarre.
Yes. Oh, yes.
What happened
there?
Wow.
I'm not sure. But I will say that it does bring me back to boaters, bikers, and golf carters. Are the enthusiasm for Trump?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
he's 30 points ahead in enthusiasm.
He didn't, I'm surprised he didn't mention the golf carters.
If you look at boaters, look at motorcycles,
construction workers
all over the place. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at the motorcycles.
Did you not see the big boat parade that they showed in Florida that just happened not too long ago for Trump? It was this huge boat parade for Trump.
Yeah, I did see that, and that's maybe many people didn't, so they don't understand the reference. But yeah, they did a huge boat parade in Florida for him, and they've done it a few times. And it's like, did I hear like 30,000 people or something?
Yeah, it was big.
I mean, it's unbelievable. That is big. That's why he's ahead in enthusiasm.
I know.
All right, let's go to Don in Florida. Hey, Don, you're on the Blaze.
Hey, fellas, how you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Hey, if I'm not gender specific, gals, Jeffy, just in case I missed something.
Thank you for that.
But hey, my point is, how come when in March and April when we were in this bell curve going up, that masks were a personal choice,
right?
But yet the bell curve went down this time around, and in our second wave, and I'm using that air quotation, second wave, that now we're all of a sudden mandatory and we're mandated that we have to wear a freaking mask.
I know.
No, you're exactly right.
And look at the graph we have right now.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate it.
I mean, you got the cases are going up, sure, but the deaths going down. Nobody's reporting that.
Deaths going down, and this is this is perfect timing from all the protests slash rioters. Nobody,
Same age group, too.
Same age group numbers are going up because of the people that were on the streets.
20 to 29-year-olds spiked like crazy.
Minnesota.
They grabbed as much power as they could the last time, and now their power is back to where they're going to force us to wear masks. They're going to force something on us. It's just really, and we're taking it. We're taking it.
Every time. Get this.
Okay.
The new unemployment numbers have come out.
Oh, no.
Okay? Yeah. And it's interesting.
We're still in the pandemic. Still in the pandemic.
In fact, it's worse than ever now. But the numbers from last week, 4.8 million jobs added. Added. They were added.
You don't care. You don't care.
That was a you don't care.
I thought
for the
sure you were going for it.
This is for Nancy Pelosi. 4.8 million jobs added.
You
don't care. That is insane. Remember a couple of weeks ago, they said, 2.3 million or something were added.
Yeah.
And then they revised that. We actually lost 1 million some jobs.
Okay.
So I hope that doesn't happen this time. But, I mean, you can't go from 4.8 million added to losing jobs, right?
Wanna bet?
It can't be that bad.
But I mean, that's not going to last, right? Because we're locking things back down again.
You would
so
think.
those jobs are going to go away, right?
Geez.
Those new jobs that were bringing people back
probably
are now they're out of work again.
Probably, but for a moment, can we just
I'm
enjoy
sorry, I don't
the
mean
fact
to be a negative Nelly
that we added almost 5 million jobs in June?
Sure.
Almost 5 million in a month. That's amazing. So the unemployment rate went down to 11.1%. Now, there was a time when going down to 11.1% would not be cause for celebration. But in this environment, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it sure is.
That's amazing.
Won't last, though. It's not gonna last.
Shut up.
No, you're right. I mean, right here, right out of the gate, Associated Press. Unemployment falls to 11.1% as U.S. added a record 4.8 million jobs in June, but pandemic dims outlook for further gains.
Right. Well, and that's true.
Yeah. But we're not talking about that.
But we're not talking about that
Except
right
we
now.
should, because it's not
No,
gonna
shut up.
I mean, you're right. Absolutely correct.
Well, they're already talking about it. I mean, how many stories have we seen this week of people are going to be fired again? A lot of people are going to be fired again. Come on.
Right.
Let's not shut down again then. How about that?
How about that? Oh my gosh, there's an idea.
Secretary Mnuchin said weeks ago, I don't care if there is a second wave. We're not shutting down again. We can't. And I believe that. Don't do it.
But the states are. I mean,
but they're going
overall,
to.
Yeah, they are.
They're going to.
And
they already are.
And by halting openings, I got news for you. That's continuing with the lockdown. That's not just halting openings. Sorry, you can't open your business now. Oh, okay. I'll just sit here on the curb then. And
we do have this from effing Florida man. Who knew that Florida would be more free than Texas? Governor DeSantis stated Wednesday, Florida will not shut down again. Oh,
think about it.
Nice. I mean, that's great.
Yeah,
good for them.
I'm sure some of the beaches are going to be closed and stuff. Sure, some of that's going to happen over the 4th of July weekend.
Whatever.
Shh.
But businesses, if you're not shutting down businesses, you're going to be ahead in the long run. We have shut down bars again already. So we've already shut off a certain sector of the economy.
And sure, my bar's open on the beach in Florida, down in southern Florida, and the beach isn't open and nobody's going to show up. But sure, my business is open.
Yeah. I don't know how bar owners are going to stay afloat. How are they going to do it? How are they going to keep their business? There's just no way. And restaurants, if you can't do dine-in service, again, and some states are shutting that down, what are they supposed to do? For how long is that going to last?
I mean, they're going out of business, right?
Yeah,
I mean, the franchisee companies are going out of business. There's a huge list of companies that, you see these national chains and you think that, that's, that IHOP belongs to, IHOP International. Well, guess what? No, it doesn't.
Franchise.
Yeah, I mean, there's different separate companies own multiple franchises from these national chains.
And even if it is a chain, I don't want chains to lose business either.
No. I'm just just saying that
I'm not blaming you. I'm saying for the people who don't care about that.
Well, it felt like it.
No, I wasn't attacking you, Jeffy.
Yeah, just
relax.
Pick a place for lunch today, Jeffy, and you can keep them afloat for a while. What do we got? We got IHOP is on the list of places. Ruby Tuesday.
Yes,
a lot of them.
IHOP closing down. Some locations, not all.
Those are all the franchises.
Steak and Shake losing a lot.
Brio, oh my gosh, Brio and Ruby Tuesday. I love
Denny's.
Brio.
I can't live without my Denny's.
I don't do Ruby Tuesdays. They don't have Heinz ketchup.
Oh wow,
and Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah, no,
good.
They don't.
They don't deserve to stay in business, quite frankly.
Soup Plantation. I don't even know that place.
That's the need of a name change, obviously, in 2020.
Boy, no kidding.
Steak and Shake locations, Denny's, TGI Fridays. Right. Wow, Rubio's.
Some of those have been struggling for pre-pandemic.
Papa's Restaurants. That's a Houston-based chain. Wow, that's not good.
No.
But how can you stay open when you've been closed this long?
Oh, shoot. I still owe you guys and Stu lunch, but
we have not forgotten where to go.
Dag-nabbit, they're closing them again.
Dag-nabbit? I know that hurts you deeply.
Sure does.
I know it does.
Surely does.
You want to pay off that bet so bad.
I mean, things are closing down left and right. Did you, have we cured cancer? That's my question.
Well, Joe Biden was going to do that, right?
I thought he was.
Not quite yet.
I thought he was because the Biden Cancer Initiative nonprofit that's shut down now.
Wait, did they just not release the cure?
I guess, or they're holding it back from us. But it's shut down now. When he started running for president, they decided that he wasn't going to be able to be out there hawking for cash.
Okay.
And so they raised $4.8 million over the 2 years that it was open. It closed at the end of.
Okay. I mean, that's not spectacular, but it's solid.
Yeah.
Almost $5 million.
Yeah.
They raised. All right.
Yeah.
So
they spent.
Sent what? 80-90% of it to cancer research. Maybe had a little administrative costs.
Maybe a little bit lower than that. They had a little over $3 million that went to salaries, compensation, and benefits.
3 of the 4.8 million
plus
salaries.
Plus went to salaries, compensation, and benefits. Yeah.
All right.
And then
the rest of it went to cancer research.
Well,
not exactly.
Well, 1.7 million of it.
Yeah.
Went to conferences and conventions and meetings.
No.
Now you're up to 4.7 of the 4.8 million.
Yeah.
So wait a minute.
So $100,000 went to cancer
well,
research?
maybe not that either, because that was the 3 million plus.
Wow.
When I said plus over the 3 million, that was 3 million.
It could have been 3.1 million.
That's correct.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, the president
is unreal.
Paid himself $224,539 in 2017, and he did such a good job in 2017. He gave himself a raise to $429,850,000 in 2018. So there's that, but that's closed down now, and they helped. They thanked everyone, and they thanked everyone for.
So they said about $38 to the American Cancer Society.
Well, according to this story, they didn't cut a single grant check or
not one
grant check to other organizations.
Why is that not being investigated? That's criminal activity. That's wrong. That is absolutely wrong.
Listen, they thank the community for the incredible response to their mission to improve the cancer journey for patients and to improve outcomes for all patients for generations to come.
So with the dollars they said, they're going to improve the lives of people for generations to come.
Look how many lives they helped with their conferences, conventions, and meetings.
That's probably true, yeah.
So there's that.
Nothing like a good conference to make a cancer patient feel better.
Yeah.
Well, they're having a conference about cancer, so I'm fine. I'm good now.
We need to have another meeting. Oh, okay, no problem. I feel better.
That's amazing.
Now there's no. It doesn't look like Biden took any money from it. I don't know that he took any money from it.
Yeah, that's because Ukraine paid off so well for his family. I don't think he needed that.
And China. Don't forget China.
China. Storybook, man.
It's a storybook,
man.
It is.
It is. All right. It is Throwback Thursday because, and there's a method to this madness because I think we've thrown back this bit before.
Really?
But it's been a while. Yeah, but there's a purpose to this, and so we're going to bring back. This is one of the throwback bits that I used to do many years ago in Salt Lake City, I think it was.
Wow.
And so yeah,
I mean, there's no new bits.
Late '90s, there are
no
new
new
bits. Right, that's true. Everything's been done. And so what I used to do was to take the lyrics of ridiculous songs. And then just call people at random and recite those lyrics and nothing but those lyrics to them.
Good. That's such a good bit.
The point was to see if anybody ever said, you're doing song lyrics over the phone.
Why are you quoting Molly Hatchet?
Or, in this particular case, Jewel.
Hello?
Hi. I just wanted to let you know that my hands are small, I know. But they're not yours, they are my own. And I will not be broken.
Stupid.
Hey, this is a 7-Eleven store.
Right.
So, what did you need?
I just needed to let you know that, my hands are small, I know. But they're not yours, they are my own. And I will not be broken.
So good. And just to know the guy on the telephone isn't hearing the song.
Okay.
Right. Right? I mean, it's...
All right.
He's just gone. Have a nice day.
Try a couple more.
Body Haven.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. I just wanted to call and let you know that my hands are small, I know, but they're not yours. They are my own.
What are you talking about?
And I will not be broken. I'm talking about my hands. They're small.
Do you have the right number?
Yeah, I think so. I was calling you to let you know that my hands are small, I know, but they're not yours.
It's so good.
They are my own, and I will not be broken.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.
One more.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Somebody's got to catch on, right?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Can I tell you something? My hands are small, I know. But they're not yours. They are my own. And I will not be broken. Okay?
Uh-oh. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. But I just wanted to share that with you. My hands are small. I know, but they're not yours. They are my own. And I will not be broken.
What in the hell is the nature of this phone call?
I just wanted to share that with you.
No, my hands are broken.
Because it's something I feel strongly about.
And what would that be?
That my hands are small. I know.
Duh.
But they're not yours. They are my own. And I will not be broken.
I'm hanging out because I'm extremely confused and bewildered.
All right.
Bewildered.
Us too, actually. Us too.
Awesome stuff.
Not every day you have a conversation where the word bewildered gets dropped.
Pat Gray returns.
I really didn't know what that song was about, frankly. My hands are small, I know.
Great song, though.
But
they're not yours.
Not yours. They are my own.
Sure.
And I will not be broken. Did you say it was a great song?
Great song. I love that song. Jules, a great song. Yeah,
that's incorrect.
No.
It was not a great song.
No,
it's a Trump
really
anthem.
Good.
Not a great song. All right. 888-900-3393. Are we there yet? I don't think we're there yet.
No.
We got one more.
Sorry, Mr. President.
I think our favorite word right now in society is probably the word cancel. Don't you think?
Right, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
boy, that's true. I mean, that is true, actually. I mean, people want to just
want to cancel
everything.
Yeah. It's not Nancy Pelosi's favorite word, though.
Oh, no.
Ask me all the time. What is your favorite this? What is your favorite that? What's your favorite that? And at one time, what is your favorite word? And I said, my favorite word, that's
easy. That's easy.
My favorite word is the word.
Oh.
The word.
That's
I mean, she sounds even more competent there than she does these days.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, that was years ago. How long ago was that?
I don't know.
Word?
That's what I was trying to think. But I mean, you listen to some of those older Biden clips, and he sounds actually competent.
Yeah.
You know? Because maybe he was. But I was just frustrating.
Doesn't
They're
mean
still
that he was.
there.
Yeah. But
yeah, that's the problem.
we just completed a task
A task.
here that we had to complete early this week. And so we had to jam it all in at the end.
It works.
But okay, there it is.
It works.
All right. 888-900-3393. Speaking of the wheel of cancel, which is now broken.
No, it's fine. Look, it's totally fine. It's just a flesh wound.
Oh.
Yeah, see? Whatever story you want, that's what it's going to land on.
Oh, good. Now you've...
Oh, crap.
you can be careful there.
Now I've really done it.
Could we not?
All right.
Number 5.
The wheel
of cancel!
ABC is being mocked now over its report warning national parks face existential crisis over race.
What?
How can you have... Apparently, ABC has sounded the alarm that America's outdoor spaces remain overwhelmingly white.
Oh, no.
We've got to cancel white people going to parks now. Overwhelmingly white. What do we want to put a gun to black people's heads and say, go to the national park?
No, but maybe with some more training and some new initiatives.
Wait, we're going to train black people to love parks?
New initiatives that we can get some. We can get some African Americans.
Oh, is that what it is?
Go to the parks.
Okay, all right.
I mean, what do?
It's so ridiculous. Visitors to national parks remain overwhelmingly white. ABC cited government statistics to back up its reporting, but that did not protect them from being mocked on social media for this. Well, they should be.
Look, can I ask you something?
No. Say no, Pat. Say no.
No, you can't ask.
See what happens. I want to see what happens now.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead. Ask me the question. Go ahead.
Isn't this country overwhelmingly white?
Yeah, well, what, 70%? 73% ish? So
you stop on trying to apply facts here. Here we go. Hold on, let me go back here. Come on. 60%.
It's only 60 now?
What?
Yeah. So
Really?
we got African American 13.
Oh, maybe they got something.
Okay, that's 73. Yeah, they're onto something.
We need to start some new initiatives.
Is it 20% Hispanic? Is that why?
Let's see.
We're probably up to about that.
Yeah, about 18.3
okay.
Hispanic. Yeah.
And then Asian. Let's not forget Asian.
6%
Native American.
Native American.
Island Pacific. Okay.
Canadian.
Have we missed anybody?
LGBTQ, IA+, I got it.
But please, minorities, black people, Hispanics, Native Americans, I've already said Hispanics, Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders.
Yes, thank you.
Polynesian, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Please go to national parks.
Please,
we
just
don't.
go.
It's too lily white there.
We like whoa. Remember, we've already
canceled that name. That's right.
Okay, no more lily white.
So,
there's too many pasty white people at these parks.
It's not only for white people anymore. Come to the parks.
Watch there be a big...
Now, wait a minute, ABC News. I've been looking, and the parks are closed. So what are you insinuating there? Are you trying to set black people up to show up at parks that are closed right now?
And then be arrested?
What?
Wow, what a racist
outlet
they are.
ABC
This
News.
is the same ABC News, too. The other night, they had a big open on their coronavirus segment that had a female's breast showing.
I'm sorry, what was that?
On the beach. So, I'm just saying.
Without blurring them?
Yeah, I mean, it was, look, sure, the clip that I saw zeroed in on the lady on the beach. But ABC did air it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
But they weren't up close. But you could,
Oops.
You knew what you
and
were,
that's the number one
you knew
show,
what you were
right?
looking
ABC
for.
News?
Yeah. David Muir is like,
Muir,
Well, no wonder they're
Put 'em
slipping
on.
in nude scenes of
Right.
women on the beach.
I gotta
That'll
start
help.
watching them.
That will help.
That'll get some eyeballs, right?
Yep. Let's go to Kevin in Colorado. Hey, Kevin, you're on the Blaze.
Bingo!
Yes.
I don't want anybody not to get that. Congratulations.
I guess we were obvious enough that we were finishing up our bingo board this week. Where did your bingo occur, Kevin?
Fourth column down, and
Okay.
it's the column that starts with Keith talks about baseball's return.
Right.
These hands are not my own, which you just sang in the little joke you played, which I thought was outstanding.
Thank you.
Good morning this morning.
Yeah. Yes.
This guy's a liar.
Indeed. And?
What's your favorite word?
Ta-da!
Ta-da! What are you getting from the Pat Gray store at shop.blazemedia.com/Pat Gray?
I would like the Pat Gray Unleashed Cuffed Beanie.
Oh,
wow!
What color are you going with?
Nice choice.
You will really enjoy that chewing the fat T-shirt that you're.
That's not what he. That's not what he asked.
That's not what he's. No, that's not what
That's
going to look good on you.
That's
Man,
not what he
said.
said.
Going to look good on you.
Kevin, did we already get your information? Are you set there, or do we need to put you back on hold?
But you need to put me back to the other gentleman.
Okay, all right. We're going to put you back to the other gentleman.
Yeah, to the other gentleman.
Hang on a second. And congratulations.
I love the other gentleman. I was just talking to the other gentleman before I got on the air.
By the way,
you.
speaking of baseball's return, did you see? It's almost like a raffle. You can buy a cardboard cutout at Oakland A's games between I think $50 and $90, depending on where they are in the stands. And if a foul ball hits
capitalism.
it,
you get the ball.
You win some money or something.
Oh, nice.
Something like that. I don't know. It's kind of fun, right?
Nice. I mean, that's a way for them to make a little bit, recoup some of the money, right?
Look at that. Whoa.
That's kind of fun.
That's the South Korean.
Yeah, that's the South Korean.
That's where they got the idea. Actually, yeah.
But
it's a good idea.
But America says, "I'll tell you what, we get people to buy those cardboard cutouts, and then we give them a prize if a ball hits it." That's a good idea. That's America.
Yep.
Man, gosh darn it, we're still America. That makes me proud.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good weekend, right?
If you say so.
Why do you?
No, it's true. It is still America.
I wasn't part of Operation Urgent Fury for nothing, my friend. I didn't save this hemisphere from communism for nothing.
Wow, you brought it up on your own.
Okay?
I'm surprised.
Well, just because I was reminded of it earlier.
About it.
No, I don't. But you got me thinking about it earlier. Brought back some, some unpleasant memories.
Well, you might want to get back into invading shape because it's about time to go pay a visit to Russia. They're they're screwing around again. Of course, you got the whole controversy over whether or not they were paying Afghans to shoot at American soldiers and kill them, and whether or not they had bounties. Now, the president calls that fake news. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you trust the New York Times? I don't.
No,
I absolutely don't. But now, also, there's another issue coming from Russia. Their nuclear power plant is leaking higher than normal radiation levels in Europe. So it's leaking all the way from Russia to Europe, and the Russians say, oh, no, we don't have a leak.
Don't worry about it.
Sounds familiar after Chernobyl, doesn't it? Yeah, I know. Everything's fine there at Chernobyl.
Feels like they have Baghdad Bob giving their press conferences now, you know? It's like, no incidents recorded. No, we got no problem.
Baghdad Bob. I mean, really, we have that. We have China saying they only have 83,000 cases of coronavirus. Yeah, I think they're at 83,500 now.
Oh, it went up.
So, I mean, they every day they add,
come on now.
7. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay, we had 50,000 yesterday. They had 7.
I mean, I don't know what they had yesterday, but each day they add, a really small number. So they never,
and then enough people recover,
grows.
and that number never moves.
That 83,000. It took forever to get to 83,000. They were at 82,000 something for a long time, and now we've been at 83,000 for at least a month.
So we've got another Chernobyl coming? Is that what 2020 is getting?
No incidents were recorded at the Leningrad nuclear power plant and the Kola nuclear power plant. Both stations operate normally. There have been no complaints about the equipment's functionality.
Right.
Now, there are people glowing in the dark, yes, and they're vomiting blood profusely.
There's nothing going on here.
And there are thousands of people dead. But we think that's just a coincidence.
There's a lot of new employees at the place.
We're saying it's COVID-19. It is spreading in the nuclear plants like you can't believe. And
wear a mask.
One of the new symptoms we're finding is glow-in-the-dark people.
Oh, wow.
From COVID.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing missing from the list of symptoms from COVID-19.
And as we heard from Dr. Fauci, while the disease changes, it mutates, it stays the same.
Yes, that's what he said.
So I'm not really sure what...
I don't either. Have a great 4th of July weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.